We're the indie project Bee and Theo, and we've been living and travelling the world in vans for the past 6 years. We're currently renovating an abandoned stone barn in Portugal to turn into a beautiful tiny home for us and our cats Ginjey Bear and Furrnando. Follow our journey from the very beginning as we document the whole process of creating an off-grid home.
Good morning and welcome back to a brand new video on our channel from beautiful sunny Portugal. It's an absolutely lovely day already and Theo is out on the tractor, one of his favourite pastimes. I'm going to go and see what he's up to.
It's always a good start to the day when I get to go out on the tractor, mow the grass. The smell of the fresh cut grass is so nice and it's so beautiful right now. The sun is shining. We've just got beautiful flowers everywhere that I'm mostly mowing and getting rid of. But that's just part of the process living here in Portugal. You've got to keep the grass low and obviously the flowers are part of the grass. But we're definitely going to keep patches maybe around the house that look really nice, almost like little flower beds. They will die out in the summer, but then we can trim them down when they die. But it's just a beautiful day to be out on the tractor, and I better get going because I've got a lot to get through.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to Squarespace who have sponsored today's video. Now, if you don't know what Squarespace is, it's a fantastic online platform where you can build and design your very own website, no experience necessary. They have a number of different themes for you to choose from. So let's say you want to make a blog. You can search through the blog themes, try one out, see if you like the look of it. Then if you choose that one, you can customize it completely to you. Change the colors, change the text, drag and drop different features on there and make it completely what you want. I really like the fact that Squarespace has a logo maker on there, which just totally takes out the stress of having to do that yourself, and also an app so you can download it onto your phone or tablet and have access to your website wherever you are. You don't need to worry about necessarily being at home and on your computer to access your website if you need to. So if you want to try out Squarespace, all you need to do is click the link in our description or head to squarespace.com/indieprojects for a 10% discount and a 2-week free trial. So give it a go, see if you like it, and I really hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
so it's going well so far, but every 10 to 15 minutes I just lift up the hood, and then if you come around this side you'll see that this is where the fan is. So what the fan is doing is it's going to suck any of the high plants and fibres into the grill, so there's like a mesh, and what you want to do is literally just brush it off, because if you don't, it will overheat the engine and we'll get problems later on. But it's looking so much better. I've only been going for about 20 minutes and I've done a huge piece of our property down the bottom of our land, and it just looks lovely. It's a shame ploughing through all of these beautiful wildflowers, but you just got to be safe. We will be leaving patches, like I said, for the bees and the insects and stuff like that, but the majority of it will be going. But that smell of fresh cut grass, there's nothing better, is there?
No, it's lovely. You can see the bit that's been cut so far. It looks really nice and it's made an absolutely massive difference already. The base of the trees, he'll go around that with the strimmer because it's quite tough getting up close to the trees. But look at this, it's made an amazing difference, and we are getting to that stage because it's getting hotter where the grass is going to start to die off anyway. So cutting it like this makes it safer, and it really does neaten the place up. It's surprising. And my loquat tree, which last year was very unhappy and produced hardly any fruit, is absolutely bursting. All the fruit's at different stage of ripeness, but it looks to me, this one, that just came off really easily. It's ripe and ready to eat. I love these. Loquats are so tasty. These are absolutely delicious. I was so excited last year when I found 3 that managed to make it and be ripe and edible. This year having a whole tree full of them is the best thing ever.
So I think I'm gonna call it there for today. I'm just gonna chip away at it, do a couple of hours each morning when it's a little bit cooler, and it should be done in a few days time. But it's looking so much nicer. Obviously the wildflowers are nice, but the long grass, you don't realise how much better it looks short until it's cut. Right now I'm gonna go and have a quick break in the shade because it gets pretty hot out here. My next tractor, I'm gonna make sure I have a nice big shade cover over my head, so when it's out in the hot sun I'm nice and protected.
Come down to our plunge pool resort section next to our main well.
Section.
Yeah, next to our main well, Manuel. And Theo did a great job of strimming all of the growth of the plants that had sprung up thanks to the rain. I'm talking ferns, billions and billions of lupins, grass, all that kind of stuff. So I've got this. I'm gonna give it a rake so it's more resorty. And then we need to clear out the actual pool because we haven't touched it for about 9 months maybe.
It's been a long time.
It has been a while, so give that a good clean and then fill it up from Manuel. And then I'm really excited because I'm a loser. We're going to put the thermometer in there and see how cold it actually is.
So you can see here the actual pool section is just covered in gunk. We've got the old plastic cover that we'd use to cover it over so it didn't get debris from the trees. We've got a little net to pick any debris that does get in the pool. And yeah, it's just full of leaves and stuff. It shouldn't be too hard. I think it's worse if you leave water in it because you get all the algae and stuff, but it won't take long to clean that out.
Swept out all of the debris and done a few rinses through with the water. Got
Gone.
Yeah, got as much out as we could. It's not 100% perfect, but what do you expect? It's a rustic little plunge pool. It's never going to be perfectly polished and shiny because it's in the outdoors. So we're going to fill it up now. It probably won't be stayed in with this water for the whole summer. I imagine we're probably going to empty it and fill it up a few times. But I'm excited to get it full of water because when I was rinsing it through just then, it was cold, but it wasn't freezing, so I think it should be quite nice and refreshing. So Theo's put Margot into the trailer so we can get a good look at her because her left ear has been causing her loads of grief. Yesterday we noticed that she was scratching it a lot and flipping her head and things, so we thought if we can get hold of her, have a look inside and make sure there's nothing stuck in there. You never know, maybe a tick's in there or something, see what's going on. And if we can't see what's going on, we'll have to get the vet out to have a look for us.
Hello.
Lovely girl.
Hello.
Oh, good girl, Margot. Just want to have a look in your ear. Just want to have a look.
That's okay.
Her ear looks fine, but the tag. Oh. Sorry, lovely. The tag's like it's bloodied around it, like maybe she's caught it on something. Yeah, we need to give it a
Get
clean.
the tag off.
Oh, it looks very uncomfortable. Oh, Margot. Let me just check her over here. Yeah, it's swollen. It's swollen. Here. We'll have to get the vet out to take this out and get a good look at it.
Can we take it
girl.
out?
No, you can't. You need a special tool.
Okay.
Good girl,
I'll let her go for now.
Good girl, Margot.
So as you've just seen, we've just checked Margot, and unfortunately her left ear is really swollen, and it's where the tag goes through her ear. It looks a little bit bloody. She's obviously caught it on something. Ideally, we wouldn't have had them tagged, but they came with tags. Well, some of them have got tags and some of them haven't. The younger ones haven't got tags. So maybe when the vet comes round, we can get all of the tags removed on the goats that do have tags. But we're going to send him a message now and see if he can come round, hopefully as soon as possible.
Moment of truth. The pool is filled. I want to see what the temperature is. 20 degrees Celsius.
And it was 15 when it came out of the well.
Yeah, that's true. It's warmed up quite a bit. I mean, the weather has been hot. It's been 30 degrees Celsius. Today it's looking like it's going to be another 30. So I am ready to get in and test it out. Honestly, it's so nice to cool your whole body down with the plunge pool.
I'm not going to lie, I'm very happy that Bee has decided to go in first and check the temperature for me before I actually go in. I don't even think I'm actually going to go in right now because I've got work to do. But it's going to be cold, I can tell you that. The well water is freezing. Like I said, it was 15 degrees when it came out the well, and it's warmed up a good amount actually to 22, did you say it was? 20 degrees. That's going to be cold. That is going to be very cold, but it's such a nice little area we got going on down here. In the heat of the sun, when it's 40 degrees, we're going to be so thankful that we have this area. Here she goes.
I'm just going to go straight in, plunge it.
Go for it. The noise says it all. How does it feel?
It's very refreshing, actually. Oh, that's lovely. That is so nice. I'm so happy that we have this.
It looks lovely.
It is lovely. It's very fresh, but it's actually really great. I'm so happy that we have this.
It's just the right size for 2 people as well.
It is, so why don't you get in?
Not today.
Not today. I absolutely love being able to sit in here when it's really hot, because it's going to get way hotter than it is right now. This is the best relief. If you can't make it to the lake, or you don't fancy going to the lake, having this right here on the property is so nice. And we do have a shade as well that we get out, which makes it even cooler under here. Sitting below the fig tree, it really is a beautiful place. And now that we've got the goats literally just down there, I can talk to the goats from the pool. How cool is that?
things are progressing really nicely with the pipeline that we're digging. Ricky's done a great job. He's been out for a couple of hours each morning digging away with the enchada by hand, and it's looking really good. Basically, he's done about 30 meters so far, and he goes all the way up here past the tractor, and then once we get to this cork tree, it bends around and heads up towards the house. And I'd say we're probably about halfway now, and I'm going to go up and show you where we're planning to put the water tank. So right here we've got this massive stone, and it's elevated quite a few meters above our barn conversion. So this is where we're proposing that we're going to put a tank. I think we're going to go for a 3,000 litre tank, and we'll probably have to fill that up once a month, so it's not bad at all. And the good thing about having some elevation, it means we can gravity feed the water to different places. Mostly we will just be using the water for a shower and also the sink for washing up and stuff like that. So that's going to run down under the back of the lean-to, and then it will go into a pump that will feed a gas on-demand water heater, so we'll have nice boiling hot water inside the house, which is going to be, for us, very advanced. And once we have that all up and running, it's going to be like living in luxury. We're so used to living in vans and boiling our water on an open fire or a gas hob all the time to wash up. It's a real pain, so it's going to be a massive change when we're living inside a house with warm running water. It really will make all of the difference. So me and Ricky have been hard at work in the blistering sun, and we've just been going around and collecting all of the kind of medium-sized stones from around the area. We've got loads of them, and we thought what would be nice is to make this stone circle for our massive fire pit area that we're going to gravel. And what these stones will do will just help contain the gravel in place, because right now we're starting bits of landscaping, because soon the ground will be too hard to actually do the landscaping bits that we want to do. And right in the blistering sun when it's really hot, some of the mornings I'm going to get gravel delivered, and we'll be brushing out the gravel, paving little areas, and it's something that we can do outside for a couple of hours a day. And if you come through here, we've got another opening, and that's going to go to another path that goes around the bend and heads down to Bee's veggie patch.
So poor Ginjey Bear's got to go to the vet because we think she has a urine infection. She's been struggling to go to the toilet, and yesterday we did find a little bit of blood in her urine after she went, so she needs to get some help. Don't you? You're not happy about it, but at least there's aircon in the car, so it'll be nice and cold. So Ginjey's much better than Furrnando. She is a natural at travelling in vehicles. After all, this is a girl who's driven through over 10 different countries and lived in a van and a narrowboat, so she's so well behaved, aren't you? And she has no idea at the moment that she's about to go to the vet, so she's in a very good mood. She's actually just woken up from sleeping under a bush. I've just come out of the vets. It was very busy in there. I think Friday the 13th is definitely the day where everything just goes a bit mad. So Ginjey has got a urine infection, the poor thing. She's on painkillers for the next 5 days. So fingers crossed it gets out of her system and she gets better, because anyone who's suffered with a urine infection, you know how hideous they are. And with Margot, with her infected ear, I spoke to the vet and he said he doesn't need to come out and see her. We can deal with it. He's given me a prescription of different things to clean the ear with and keep it clean afterwards. So that's what we need to get next. I've never got a prescription for a farm animal vet before, and because the vets was so busy, I totally forgot to ask them if I can get it from them. So I think I'm going to try somewhere else because it was very, very busy in there. So hopefully we can get what we need. And poor Margot is going to be having a hell of a lot of attention from us over the next few days, which I'm sure she's very stoked about. If we get her some kind of treats for afterwards, I'm sure she'll be alright.
So I think I'm going to end the video there. Like Bee says, we're just going to go to another vet's and pick up the stuff for Margot. It's been a crazy couple of days and we didn't realise that 2 of our animals would have to be seen by the vet or at least have medication via the vet. So yeah, we wasn't expecting that, but it's all part of running a farm. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and make sure you tune in next time because we have lots to be getting on with.